Hello everybody and welcome to my channel Magnolia Fairy Tale. My name is Martina and in this video I'm going to share with you my latest cutie. I'm very excited, so may I suggest you grab a coffee, take a seat and relax because I have quite a bit to tell. And after a short introduction we are going right into it. This is it. This is Laces and Roses, and the name says it all. It's covered in laces all over, on the front, on the spine and on the back. I have used different laces, different types of laces. I have used crochet, here you can see that. I have used doilies, I have used vintage and newer laces, some of them in plain white, others a little bit off-white, and some rose color as well. I love the way how it turned out, and I'm so happy that when I did it, it was so much fun to make it, and I'm in love. I have to say I'm really in love. I have added also some further elements for decoration to make it even more special. I have added a little crown over here, a butterfly over there, and a fleur-de-lis, all in gold. Of course, not genuine gold, but gold color. Shall we have a look inside? Yeah, let's do that. The closure is made out of sari silk, and it carries a little key which you can remove. If you don't want it, take it away. I have forgotten to say, this journal is available in my Etsy shop, and please feel free to have a look. There are also other journals, but have a look and see if there's something you would like. What I also wanted to show to you is that not only is the cover made out of lace, I have used laces all over in this journal. On the edges of the side of the pages, you see I have added various and different types of laces. You will see when we get into the inside. So, let's open it. Let me take away this journaling card, which is beneath this belly band. And you see that I have also covered the inside of this journal with vintage lace. Oops, something is fallen out. I have to take it back. With vintage lace. So this is a wonderful lace which I have been gifted from a friend, and it looks really, really nice. So let me take this, put this back in. I have attached a little pocket on the inside, and this pocket has 3 further pockets. All of them do carry tags which I have created. I have created by using my embossing folder, adding different colors and also stamping on them. I like the way they turned out because they are all unique and you never know what the end result will be. So that's one of those, and there are 2 more. And also throughout the journal I have used this technique on various occasions. Here you see the picture of a Victorian lady, which I put on the pocket, and it also carries a very, very small ruffle. By the way, you will see several ruffles throughout the journal, because next to laces I'm fond of ruffles, and sometimes I think I'm a lacy girl, not so much a lazy girl sometimes, but more a lacy girl, and therefore I've really used laces all over, as you can see here. And you can see what created the second part of the name, laces and roses? Roses. Here's a rose, there's a rose, and there will be some more to come. Namely here. This tag is created by a rose and some additional ornaments on the back side, not on the down, and you can write on it. And I have added a chiffon ribbon on the upper part. It sits in a romantic vintage pocket, which in French style, and in the color which I would describe as light green or teal. And this color you will find throughout the journal on various places. Also, what you will see throughout the journal is the different pages which I have used. I have used pages in different sizes, pages of different color, as well pages in different style. Some of the pages I have coffee dyed, others I have avocado dyed, and some I have also dyed with leaves and flowers. Other pages are colored and plain. You will see. On this side you can see there's a little pocket carrying some journaling cards in different shapes. Here I have added some trim, some lace trim, made out of cotton. And when you flip it over, you see there's another rose image attached to it. And these two cuties over there, these are tags which I created using the embossing style and adding some gold tone to it to make them look more precious. And they are attached with a braid, and the braid is covered by some washi tape on the back side so that it cannot tear apart some of the other pages. This one is packaging paper. I like the sound. And I attached it to another piece of paper and used the sewing machine to sew around. That's one of the ruffles which you will see throughout the journal. And this one is made out of silk and it frays a bit, and I colored it using watercolor. You know what it means? It means do not wash this page, but you wouldn't wash this page, would you? So on the other side, on the next page, you see a bigger journaling card, which I have, or rather a tag, which I have created using the decoupage technique, which means attaching different napkins over some older book pages and doing some sewing on the edge as well. And it sits on a smaller piece of paper, which has been decorated with another ruffle made out of cotton. Here I did some embossing on a coffee dyed piece of paper. This paper is shorter than others because I wanted to see the ruffles from the next page to make it visible. And here you see this page, which carries parfum flacon in embossing technique, which also has some nice glitter to it, and I have the ruffles. Plus I have some stamping done. Here's some vintage music paper on this side, and this this page of flower paper stems from an older book, which is called the Victorian Flower Album. And this Victorian Flower Album carries a lot of drawings of mainly wild flowers and different kind of flowers from the Victorian era. It's very, very nice. I can really recommend it. Here under this belly band, there's a piece of a page from Edith Holden, which shows some wonderful butterflies. Edith Holden has so nice drawings in her book, and I like to use it from time to time. But don't be surprised, it's in German, because I'm from Germany, and therefore this book is the German version. So, throughout this journal you will find several images of Victorian ladies, and this is one of them. I put them on a bigger piece of card, and I used the sewing machine to sew around, and didn't do a straight line but more a curvy one, because I think this makes it more interesting, and it is attached to a pocket in a triangular form. Here is another decoration element which is being using the embossing technique. On the side, laces. Most of the laces which I have attached on the edges of the pages are sewn on. Some are glued, but most of them are sewn, like this one. There's another pocket carrying 2 journaling cards, which you can use to write on the back if you prefer. This one is avocado dyed paper. Isn't this amazing? I'm always so surprised when I see the result of this dyeing, be it coffee dyeing or avocado or eco dyeing. It's always a surprise. So, by the way, this journal is decorated throughout, but it still leaves enough space for the owner to write thoughts, ideas, memories, whatever, if she prefers. If she doesn't want it only for decoration reasons, it can be used as a, let's say, real journal. No problem. On this page, what you see is a doily, which I have folded in pocket, in a 2-piece pocket. And it carries 2 tags and a journaling card. This is coffee dyed. This is again this grungy, which I like, grungy packaging paper. I did some stenciling, and here I used a combination of different colors because I wanted to go into this tone of blue and green and grey, and I think this comes out quite nicely. On the left hand side here you see stamps carrying different rose and animal motifs. I have distressed the edges so that they really look vintagey. And here that's a flip out pocket, and this flip out pocket carries a little surprise card. Oops. And it says love greetings. And you see, oh, you have to trust me. Love greetings. This one is a decoration element which I did using decoupage technique, and I used some gold color on the edges to give it a nice shine and to make it look precious. Can you see? Yeah. This is based on avocado dyed paper. This page is also avocado dyed, and it is covered in lace. You can flip it out, can use the inside to write in, and you can put something in this little pocket on the edge, on the side. A nice picture of a rose. This stems from Digital Kids, and it's nice and in tune with the theme of this journal. Now we are going into the second signature, and the second signature starts with a nice picture of some roses, very romantic, and I covered it in lace, and this lace has been gifted to me as well, and it carries a very, very wonderful motif of roses. It's so soft and it's so nice and so delicate that I could put it on this page and still see the images. Very nice. Here on this page, what you can see is that I have used a pocket made out of fabric, and it carries 2 journaling cards, again with the possibility to write on. And the bigger one has this wonderful romantic image, almost like fairy tale, like a fairy tale, and in this wonderful teal color theme. And on the back I have used some turquoise, teal colored dyed paper to back it up. On the side you see some gold trim, which is sewn on the page, as you can see. And here, this one, you can see that it's embossed. It's a piece, or it's a page from a very old book, from an old Latin-German dictionary from the year 1880, something like this, very old. I have I have cut the edges here a bit and added it to the booklet, to the journal. I like the touch. I like the way the noise it makes. And old paper has a very different touch and feel. Although it might be a little bit brittle, it's a treasure. It's precious, I think. And this piece of paper, this very small piece of paper, is also something special. It's Japanese paper, and it's an art. The Japanese paper making is an art, because you see the delicacy of the golden rims around the, I think, cherry blossoms. Very nice. Here you see another tag, another bigger tag, which I have decorated with some silk and also added a silk ribbon. Again, some ruffle with silk. I have a lot of silk in this journal, I guess. And a piece of gift paper, which I have added, especially because of the theme, or because of this sentence. I think it's so true. It reads, "Life is like riding a bike. To keep your balance, you must keep moving." There isn't anything to add to that, right? Some stenciling. 2 further journaling cards. Again, I have sewn them in this curvy style. Most of the journaling cards and tags are sewn. I think it gives it a more put together look. Some pretty paper in the middle of the second signature. And what I've forgotten to mention is that I have decorated each of the signatures with a little charm, which which you can see that it's hanging down to make it visible from the outside. So if you don't like it, you can cut it, of course, that's no problem, but I thought it's a nice idea. Again, you see some gold trim here. And a nice, again, fairy tale-like journaling card in teal. This one, guess what? It's wallpaper. I liked it so much. I think it's wonderful. And it so nicely matches the gold trim over here. I like the little butterflies. I like these romantic motifs. And what I also like is that it matches very nicely the tags on the right hand side. And in order to make it match even better, I have added some gold on the edges of these tags, and the backside is backed with some baking paper, I guess, or packaging paper. This is a little pocket which I made, and it's made out of old book pages, again from 1870 or so, and covered with some gift paper in using music themes, and it says Zauberflöte from Mozart, and I sewn around it with zigzag stitching, and I think it looks quite nice, and there's also something in. Let me see if I can get it out. There is a little tag with a flower motif. Another journaling card, tagged on a triangular pocket in the upper part. That's the other side of the dictionary paper. Now we are coming to the third signature. There are 5 signatures in total in this journal, and about or more than 130 pages back and forth. I have not counted each and every smaller page, so there is really a lot of pages to be used for either further decoration or for writing. This again is gift paper. It matches nicely, very nicely, the color of this paper, and in order to give it a more vintagey look, I have added some speckles. This paper can be flipped out. There's an old music paper here. The title says Ein süßer Traum, which translates into a sweet dream, and I think it fits nicely to this journal, to the style of the journal, a sweet dream, because all this lace and all this gold makes it like a dream, in my view, of course. Here I have used some scrapbooking paper to make the page a little bit more sturdy. Here again a gold trim, and on the other side a double pocket which carries 3 tags, a big one, a smaller one, and 2 smaller ones which I have sewn in and further decorated, and this one with the peacock. I love peacocks. Peacocks is by far my most preferred animal, I guess. So pretty, so even royal, you would say. And I was so happy when I happened to see, some years ago, I happened to see peacocks flying. I've never seen a peacock flying before, and I didn't even know that they could, but they can. This is one of the eco-dyed paper, and you can see the pattern of the leaves over here and some other prints of the leaves and of the flowers I used. Some romantic paper. Yeah, this one is also special. This is a copy of a fashion journal which I bought, which stems from 1890, and I made a copy because I really love these costumes. Isn't this gorgeous? Isn't this nice? So it must go into the journal, into this journal. This is coffee dyed. This is the eco dyed one. You see the pattern, the print of the flower. Here I made some stamping using some romantic ornaments. Here's a little pocket which can be flipped out and which has, sorry I have to put it down, which has a little card there. And on the back side a journaling card and a tag. And the tag I did in this embossing approach and added further decoration and a lace. So that's the back side of this paper, which I used some speckles on. This is a very nice and very romantic picture of roses from a digital kit. I don't know which one, but isn't it pretty? Isn't it nice? And I like the color, as I said many times already. This teal green is wonderful. And on the right hand side you see this paper is avocado dyed. And as you never know what is the result when you do these dyeings, this coffee or eco or avocado or whatever. You never know what the outcome is. And this one I think is stunning because the shades of these different rose tones is amazing, I think. So here I have added some vellum paper with rose motifs. I like vellum, I like it for the sound and for the touch. This paper is coffee dyed. It carries some lace, some bees, and here's a little tag which sits in a fabric pocket. Stenciling, wallpaper pocket. You see a wallpaper pocket which is embossed and it has some glitter. Not too much, but just enough, I think. Ruffles, ja, immer Ruffles. Pretty paper in the middle. Another tag. Eco-dyed paper. It's very soft. The colors of this eco-dyeing came out very soft, and I have done several charges of eco-dyeing papers, and some of them the colors were quite heavy, quite strong, but I have chosen the light ones, the soft ones for this journal on purpose because it fits more this feminine soft style, and this was the reason. Here on the right hand side there's a little pocket which pocket of an envelope. It's an envelope in the end. It's an envelope which I have decoupaged using napkins and using some old book paper and adding some glitter in pink, which makes it more interesting. And it carries a little tag, little journaling card, and also here this pocket has a journaling card which is backed with with avocado dyed paper. Vellum. Again this wonderful paper. And now we come to the last of the 5 signatures, and it carries the picture of a Victorian lady. It's very romantic, and the Victorian era I think fits so nicely to all the laces. And when you look at the costumes that the women were wearing that time, in that era, you can see that laces were playing a very big role, and therefore I think it couldn't go without having a Victorian lady in the journal. Again, this wonderful picture of roses from a digital kit. Here another tag which I did using decoupage, adding some silk ruffles here and having some burlap, I think that's the name. Look at this is coffee dyed. Isn't this a great pattern? Great print. This one comes from a book which is called The Art of Vogue, and The Art of Vogue features various titles from the Vogue magazines issued between 1910 and 1950. And the ones I have chosen for this booklet, for this journal, are from 1920 something. Again, some speckles on this page. Another tag, which I collaged on and made some embossing using some gold print. And a little journaling card with a little ruffle. This is baking paper, embossed. Makes a nice sound and is nice to the touch. Here's some more scrapbook paper, which very nicely matches the ruffle on the next side, on the side here. Can you see? Some vintagey looking paper, coffee dyed paper, a doily which I have stenciled to get the pattern. Another pocket with a journaling card and a tag. A very small pocket over here where you can put in smaller items like this. Some stenciling, baking paper. That's the other pictures from the Vogue magazine, from the Art of Vogue book. And in the end, another pocket with a journaling card, again sewn in a curvy style, and that's the end of the journal. When you look at the edge of the back, you see that I have used different layers of lace also here, because I wanted to make it rich in lace. I wanted to make it overly laced, and I think this is what I achieved. And I hope that you liked this presentation, and I hope that you liked the journal. As I said, it's available in my Etsy shop. Have a look. There are also other journals available there. I would love to see you again in one of the next videos, which I hopefully will be making. And thank you very much for hopefully staying for the whole presentation, and have a very nice day. Bye bye.